What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Micah, and this is the first video where you can actually see my face and hear my voice. If you're new here, welcome. I usually post screen recordings from my PlayStation, and I just post it on my YouTube channel. But today we're going to be reacting to GCW Nick Gage versus Jon Moxley. And big disclaimer: if you can't see blood and guts and stuff, this video isn't for you. This match is extremely bloody, and if you're watching this, do not try this at home. Please do not try this at home. Do not be an idiot. These are trained professionals. Please, I advise for your safety, do not try this at home. But other than that, let's get into it.
But now it's all even, Dave Prazak. Two competitors, one death match, one Hall of
this
Famer.
match is extremely
What's
bloody,
gonna happen
and
next,
it should
TJ
be
and
good.
friends?
This is extreme wrestling.
Shout out to TJ and friends. Shout out to Mick Foley, showing you why we're here.
He's going to present that championship to the winner of this contest, Jon Moxley, Nick Gage, for the GCW World Championship, live here from the Showboat in Atlantic City.
Use the hashtag Mox versus Gage and tell your friends you can buy the show right now. Get unlimited replays.
All the fucking bag at? Right
I
here.
think that does a lot of cussing.
Super no
I forgot about
vacancy.
that. Yep. As you can see, they're trying to get the crowd hyped.
Where is Nick Gage's gang at?
Yep.
That is the question.
That's what they do.
This is your main event of the evening. This match, one fall for the Game Changer Wrestling World Championship. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, a senior GCW official, Mr. Chris Levin. Introducing first, to my right, he is the challenger. Accompanied to ringside by Dewey Donovan. Fighting out of National Park, New Jersey. With an official weight of 207 pounds. Representing that murder, death, kill gang. Representing for all his boys locked in the fucking cell, Eastern Bloc. Representing the motherfucking Hate Club. Rest in peace, Big Nate Hatred, and rest in peace, his brother, Justice Payne. And you know what it is. It's MDK! The man, the king, the fucking god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage!
Introduction. I ain't gonna lie, that sounds pretty cool to me. Hold on, wait a minute. Being so free, that sounds pretty cool. It's some Roman Reigns vibes.
And his opponent to my left. Fighting
Speaking of Roman
out of
Reigns,
Cincinnati, Ohio,
former tag team partner of Roman,
with an official weight of 228 pounds. He is the current reigning, defending, Game Changer Wrestling World Champion. John Moxley.
Oh, God! Before MLJ
Like
could
I said,
even get the
extremely bloody.
champion's name out,
See?
a bundle of tubes busted over the head of John
That's just a
Moxley.
start.
And joining
That's
Kevin
just a
Gill and I on
start.
commentary right now, the legend Mick Foley.
I'm a little bit stunned here. A little bit stunned. Moxley feels his own blood and he likes it.
People ask the question, is Moxley willing to go all the way? I think the question's answered. I never had a doubt about Moxley. Oh my God.
Retaliates with a bundle of his own over the head of Nick Gage.
Once again,
Just
do
speaking
not
for experience,
try this
Gage,
at home.
I know that when I came back and was in big matches,
Do
I
not.
needed that jolt
Do not
to put
try
me
this
into
at
an
home.
alternate reality. I think that Nick Gage may have actually done Mox a favor here.
Absolutely.
Both men busted open. And it's John Moxley connecting with the forearm. Off the ropes he comes, gets met by Gage. Gage elevated. The glass! Through the glass and the barbed wire covered door on the floor.
You saw the angle. Let's take a look at the replay, Mick, if we have a chance. That was absolutely insane. Take a look.
Big forearm there from Nick Gage.
But this is the part to watch. Gage, velocity spinning out of control. That knee buckling
Knee buckled
underneath.
under. No joke, had to fall down the stairs. Same position. Hurt me badly. This is the last thing you'd expect in a deathmatch environment, but I would keep an eye on that knee.
Gotta wonder if maybe Moxley will realize it and target that body part.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll see.
He didn't get paid for doing so.
That's what you do in regular
Time
wrestling.
will tell. Time
He's
will
got
tell.
a bloodlust, Moxley. He's not doing this for his health. He's doing it against the better wishes of the people he ordinarily works for. He's here because he loves it.
And the person he's married to as well.
Oh, Renee can't be enjoying this at all.
No.
Let me say hello to her.
Hello,
if
Renee.
she's there watching or listening. Hello, Renee.
Maybe she listens to the shows.
I'm
Maybe that's how she
praying
feels.
for your husband here.
Wait a second.
Moxley brought the pizza cutter to the ring himself.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we all know in the past, and you heard about it on Dark Side of the Ring, Nick Gage tried to cut the tongue out of Moxley's mouth. He came about this close to doing it.
But here's the thing, KG and Dave. He talked about it lovingly.
Yeah.
You could tell that he longed for those moments, and that's a big reason why I believe he's back here in this
Well, I
environment.
think right now he's longing for some revenge. He wants to take Gage's tongue. Oh, God. First he's going to cut his head. Now, Nick, Mick, you've cut some pizzas in your time, but I would imagine you have not cut anyone's forehead flesh.
We were back with the shredders in our day.
Yeah.
We shredded flesh. We didn't use the cutter. That's upping the ante just a little bit.
This is unreal. John Moxley, the Game Changer Wrestling Champion of the world, is fighting Nick Gage in a death match. Is he going for the...
Don't.
Oh, God, he's still cutting the head.
Don't.
Just draped across that second rope and slicing the forehead.
Oh, God, getting
Got it on the bridge
close.
of the nose.
Oh, man.
He loves it, man.
Oh, God, he's kissing it.
Oh! This just brings back so many great memories of my own.
He's making snow angels and broken glass.
He loves this. Why is John Moxley here? Because he wants to be. Because he can be.
Loving husband, doting father, sick mother blanker.
Yes, indeed.
You can be all these things.
Well spoken, Mick. You are known yourself as a very multifaceted individual.
You know, there's a side. I remember D. Snyder asking me, calling me up one time. He said, Mick, did all the crazy things you did it make it easier to embrace that gentler side of yourself? I said, yeah, I think it did. He goes, yeah, me too. Thanks a lot. He hung up. I think Mox being civilized, being married to a wonderful woman, having a beautiful child, it's
That was a nice
only
reversal,
enhanced
not gonna
that
lie.
sadistic, sick part of him.
Absolutely. Because it's the contrast. If you know what that peace and love and serenity is like,
Exactly.
you can really turn up the volume on the violence, the bloodshed.
Oh, man. Baseball slide into the tubes, into Moxley. Sending him down on the floor
This
now.
has to
No
get in
snow
the
angels
crowd.
from Moxley at this time.
That has to
Right
be in the
now.
crowd.
It has been said that Moxley has everything to lose.
There's
Nick
no
Gage
way.
doesn't have anything to lose.
Nobody's
I
getting
disagree.
hit with broken glass
I
in
don't
the
think
crowd.
that Moxley can live with himself if he goes back to the land of AEW Japan without that title around his waist.
Amen.
I think a big part of himself will be missing.
And it's part of the mystique. Jon Moxley is a badass man, a bad mofo, if you will. For him to lose on a stage this large, you know what I mean? That's something that's going to eat away at him.
A guy like Moxley does not need a title to define himself.
Some crowd
But
participation.
once you have that title and lose it, you're losing a piece of yourself.
Every place that he competes, he's there for a reason.
And now Moxley's leaving some better parts of himself in DNA form all over that steel chair.
Fan participation.
This is absolutely crazy. These guys have met before. This isn't the first time. It goes back to 2010. They had a series of matches. And I'm getting lost in the sauce here watching this go through the crowd.
And this goes back to what I said earlier about how you could tell when Moxley spoke of those days, he did so longingly and lovingly.
Oh, yeah. 7 matches in total. All of them had violent stipulations. Mox came away with 4 wins in total. Gage came away with 3 wins in total. In a sense, this is the rubber match, if you will, if you consider the history of it.
And right now it is Nick Gage in control. Got a running start there, connected with the head of Moxley, who's trying to bring himself back together with a bottle of water down on the floor.
Dry mouth can be your worst enemy when you're out there on the floor, especially in a match like this.
And you know, when we talk about the history of these guys, when Mox and Gage were doing battle in the past, it was Nick Gage who was all about the death match, just like he is now. But at that time, Mox was all about their traditional wrestling. In this case, obviously, Mox fully embraced the death match. Gage, the king of the death match. And here we are, guys.
Back inside the ring now. Off comes the jacket of Moxley. Spine buster in the glass. Calling for a barbed wire board to be brought inside.
And Nick's gang immediately complies. The roar of the crowd.
Into the barbed wire.
Going back to 1996, it was the Russell
Somebody's
White
gonna get
Tube
sent
that
to that
felled
barbed
The
wire.
Undertaker. Not that day at SummerSlam. When he came to the ring 2 or 3 days later in Puerto Rico, I wrote it in my book, he literally looked like a dead man. He's gotten the best of many a great competitor.
Good Lord, the rotation on that. That shows you what a sick bastard Moxley is. He twerked and tweaked the body, the alignment there of Gage, so Gage came down head
hitting
first.
it with a spinning motion.
Oh my God,
So
which tears.
Instead of sticking, it sticks and tears. A method to his madness.
And the referee just trying to free Nick Gage from the barbed wire
He's
here.
got the clippers for good reason.
Oh God, he's gonna.
Grabbing hold of those clippers.
He's gonna cut Gage out of the barbed wire so we can hurt him some more.
Cutting some barbed wire free to utilize as a weapon.
I am a big fan of
There's
utilizing
no
the wire.
way.
I am a big fan of it. Wrapping it around that fist. Love
That has
it.
a dignity to him as well.
Looks like you can see Mox's wedding ring there amongst the barbs.
That has a dignity to him as well.
Wrapped right
There's
around
no
that
way.
fist. Waiting for Gage to get back up. He's going to pull him into position. Great shot.
Jesus.
Just working him over with the barbed wire.
Mox has been waiting for this moment for
As
over
we
10
did in
years.
as
The
well, bro.
opportunity
There's
to
no
get
way.
ultra-violent with Nick Gage. And as much as Moxley loved having his tongue cut out when he talked about it on television, I have a feeling he may not be too happy about it when he eats, when he tries to speak publicly, etc. The nerve damage to that tongue is something that still lives with Mox.
Here's something to keep in mind. This is the biggest night of Nick Gage's life. Not of his career, of his life.
That punch in the
And it will
nuts.
be that type of enthusiasm he needs when you have to dig down deep and find out what you're made of.
Oh, Mick. We're about to find out what Nick's made of inside of his skull here. Blood, just hundreds of cuts all over the body of Jon Moxley. We haven't even gotten a good shot yet of the damage done from those barbed wire punches.
Gage digging down. Hearing the support of his gang in attendance as well as Doobie Donovan at ringside.
The first time these two met, it was June 6, 2009 in Townsend, Delaware. Gage defeated Moxley and Scotty Vortex in a fans bring the weapons match.
Wrapped around his face with the barbed wire, dropping down with a neck breaker.
This could be it, guys. 1, 2.
Gage able to kick out.
Gage letting the fans know, letting his gang know there's no quit in Nick Gage.
Get your internet up. What you doing? Fix your internet, bro. I'm reacting to a guy reacting.
Nick Gage wears $150 sneakers in the ring when he does death matches. Sneakers that will be ruined after one wearing, but he does that for his gang.
He's wearing barbed wire as well.
I've said before, what makes the death matches so special is man against man, man against himself. The obstacles, the weapons, they become the man versus nature element. I'm going to add another element, man versus history.
Wow.
These guys know. They know what others before them have done. I don't think either one of them will be satisfied unless their name is etched up there among the greatest, if not the greatest death matches in wrestling history.
And speaking of etching, I love the juxtaposition of the violence going on in the ring with the beautiful doves and geese, swans etched into the glass. It's a very big juxtaposition, guys.
Up on the shoulders of Moxley. He's got Nick Gage looking to put him through the glass, but fighting off the shoulder.
Gatorade.
Spear! Through the glass! Back first!
Moxley hit that glass so hard. Let's take a look, Mick Foley. He had him up in that Death Valley driver position, but a couple of well-placed elbows from the King created the separation for Nick Gage to hit him with that spear.
And Nick came in low that time after taking the back body drop.
Very smart. Nick Gage is a dangerous man. Nick Gage is a smart man. And Dewey Donovan is a freak.
Moxley in a world of pain right now, chair laid across his chest.
The chair at this point is almost gentlemanly.
Down with all of his body weight across the chair and the chest of Jon Moxley.
And now the King back to his feet in front of his people,
almost
Nick.
like a Marquis de Queensberry rules there.
Wow.
I'm seeing just went down, bro.
Getting classic, getting traditional. Oh, man.
Busting that tube to use the jagged edge as a weapon.
What an honor it is to have you here, Mick, as part of this event, Mox versus Gage, redefining independent professional wrestling as we know it, or dare I say, redefining professional wrestling as we know it.
Oh my gosh,
Slicing away at the head with the edge of that broken tube.
Oh, God, look at that.
Going back to 1983, Sergeant Slaughter, Iron Sheik, I'm going to quote Gene Okerlund, man's inhumanity to man.
Yes. I quoted Jesse Ventura earlier, but you got me beat by a country mile.
You gotta go back to the class.
You had to get paid to do this.
Yeah, man's inhumanity towards man. The animosity builds up, and the public hype, the demand. And you know what it's like, Mick, to be in a war like this, to feel that adrenaline, and to feel a crowd behind you like this. You've been there.
Some people are gonna shy away.
Give me not no 100 cents or whatever. All right, you better not give me no buck in the coffee. All right. I need millions if I want to have a match against his sickle.
Putting it to use, the referee can't believe it.
Referee just threw open his mouth a little.
There's no way.
Unreal.
Whether or not you like the feeling of your own blood, nobody likes a pizza cutter.
No. Taking him on a tour the other side of the ring.
He's the tongue. No!
Back to the mouth.
Once in the mouth.
Jesus Christ!
He's got a child.
He's gonna be looking like the Joker after this.
This is just, he can't decide which part of the face to ruin faster, the mouth or the head.
Moxley's on record as saying when that crowd gets going, it motivates Gage, takes him out of the zone of being a normal human being, almost superhuman.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You get that adrenaline and just the feeling of having well over 1,000 people waiting on your every move, cheering you and backing you, believing in you.
This event has been sold out since day one.
Yeah.
Day one. So people here, they're not coming here because it's another option at Atlantic City. Every single person made a choice to be here.
And let it be known, this match was not even yet announced when this show sold out, Mick Foley. Even the great Mick Foley being added was added after the show sold out. However, if it wasn't, that would have sold out the show. I'm just saying.
Saito suplex and running clothesline from Moxley. Combination of maneuvers as that bundle of tubes awaits.
Beautiful DDT by Mox.
Move who's going to do in the tubes.
One.
Kick down at one.
Driver, pedigree, like.
Just so you know, the negotiation with me and Brett Lauderdale to call this match. I walked in, I said, hey, can I call the main event? He said, we were going to ask you. I said, I'm in.
Oh, that's great.
Cutter and landed tubes himself.
This could be it.
Oh! Very close.
Very
Close
close.
to count.
And it shows you the power of social media. When Mick Foley was announced for this event to present that title to the winner, there started to be that buzz online. People were asking, can we get such an eloquent, violent gentleman like Mick Foley to drop knowledge on the mic? And here we are, Mick. What an honor, what a thrill.
DJ, I love the idea of being part of history. Back when I was the WWF commissioner, WWE general manager, I wouldn't be content to be backstage for things that I thought had the potential to capture lightning in a bottle. And I would walk out there so I could be part of it. And that's the way I felt about this. I didn't want to watch, didn't want to look through a curtain, I wanted to be part of the action.
And we're glad you're here, Mick Foley, and we're glad to everyone that's using that hashtag, Mox versus Gage. The king of the death match and the Death Rider Moxley.
Just exchanging hard forearm shots. Both men on their knees here, battling amongst the glass. Both men a bloody mess.
And lacerated in multiple locations.
The back of Moxley just torn to shreds from the glass.
The determination of Gage.
Headbutts in succession. Both men back on their feet. Another headbutt. Several of them now from Nick Gage.
Wait a second.
DDT.
Mox took that ride hard. And again, you got to notice the canvas just littered with shards of glass. You're not just hitting your head on the canvas.
Just came running at him with that chair to the head. Another bundle of tubes courtesy of Dewey.
Oh man, do the do indeed. Dewey Donovan is demented. He's the perfect corner man for Nick Gage. Here we go.
He's going for it.
Gage with the tiny face wash. I wish that was in 3D. Because that glass went right through the camera lens.
Man, looking to follow up with the pile driver. Moxley trying to block,
Just trying to plank, adjust that body weight.
but falls victim to it right on his head. Leg hook.
New champion coming up. Oh my God, how close can you get, Mick Foley?
Gage making the sign of the cross. It crossed my mind, who is he praying for? Praying for the safety of his opponent, praying for the victory, praying for his own safety.
Praying for the longevity of his game. I'm not sure. It could be anything. But shades of Otani, that Gage face wash, devastating on its own and multiplied by 1,000,000 when those tubes get in the middle.
Chair in hand now. See what he has in mind.
Look at Moxley. Moxley's in so much trouble here. This is a match Moxley wanted.
Glass.
Just torn up the back of Moxley. Still stuck in the back. That light tube glass.
And he's just bleeding profusely.
Leaking that life essential blood. Moxley's down a few quarts, it looks like. And it's given Nick Gage all the time in the world to arrange some plunder. You can see the blood of Moxley splattering everywhere in that ring like a murder scene.
The crimson mask.
Exactly. Wearing the crimson mask. These days, we're used to seeing suntan oil dripping down faces.
Yeah, Tanner on
Right.
the canvas.
Yeah, Tanner, yeah. No kidding. No one takes the Norman Bates shower anymore, but both these guys are going to be doing it tonight. This is off the charts.
Pane of glass placed between those two chairs. See what Nick Gage has in mind here. for
Gage
John
wants that
Moxley.
title back. You know he wants it back, Dave Prazak. He's got to get it back. But to do that, he's got to take Moxley out, and that's way, way easier said than done.
Is he going to go for the pile drivers off the ropes through that glass?
Oh my God.
He's trying to hook it. Moxley trying to block. Fighting it off.
Moxley got Nick Gage in trouble for the moment. Kind of an even battle between these two.
Biting
Back to the
man.
biting. Is he biting his nose?
Looks like it. He's fighting for the advantage here.
Why
Is
would you bite
Moxley
someone's
now.
nose?
I will say
Isn't that
biting
one
a
of
nose
the
way
boogers or
easier than
something?
just biting a head. Oh my God!
Oh!
Through the glass.
But it was Mox taking most of the damage there.
Absolutely.
Wow,
And
his back is just a mess.
Slowly rolling toward his opponent to go for the cover.
1, 2, 3!
And he got it. No. Yes.
Unbelievable! Moxley has done the
winner of this
unthinkable.
match, and still Game Changer Wrestling World Champion, John Moxley. Moxley.
Let me just say this. Jon Moxley's been waiting for this moment for 10 years to show and prove to the world once and for all that in a true death match, he can topple the king. Mick Foley, Dave Prazak, color me shocked.
I'm just looking at that back, knowing a little bit about what goes on.
That was a beautiful match. I'm not gonna lie. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't have to. It's free. But it would mean the world to me if you did. And thank you for enjoying this video. And at the end of the day, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. That means leave. Get out.